But this is working good. I'm gonna connect my phone to the Bluetooth, put on some Taylor Swift probably, and jam out until we get full and spill oats. It's starting to rain. Well, hey there guys, welcome back to Ferris Farming Organic. Today we're going to be harvesting some organic oats. Today is Monday, July 17th, and oat harvest is officially underway. Now it is a little bit damp, but it'll definitely work. So this year we are going to be running an S780, and then there's two X9 1000s doing a headlands over there. But this is the S780 we got this year, and there's the grain cart. And right now it's unloaded on the grain cart. This is the second field. It's the third field we've tried. We have one 80-acre field done, and we're just starting to work on this field around our new bend site actually. There's Hans. There's Willie and Heidi. We're gonna actually walk behind the combine, make sure we're not losing too many oats. So we do try to cut these oats off pretty high, because we'll come behind it with a mower, mow it off, and then bale it, sell it as organic oat straw. But as we come behind here, I'm going to dig right underneath this spreader back there and just make sure there's not a bunch of oats laying on the ground. I'm guessing they already calibrated and checked all this stuff, but doesn't hurt to be sure. So as I walk around not being productive at all, we're gonna hopefully hop in a combine here later today. I mean, it is the first day, so I'm not super pressed about getting in a combine. We got a long ways to go. Oat harvest will probably take the best of, I don't know, 3 to 4 weeks, depends on the weather, but hopefully get a bunch of videos out for you guys. And if there's anything you guys want to see, just let me know. Honestly, I forgot how itchy oats were. At least it's only like 77 degrees. So it's not like 110 and everything sticks to you and everything sucks and you just want to go home. Not yet. We'll get to that point, I'm sure, but today is not that day. Since we're right next to the bin site, I figured I'd tell you guys we will not be putting any oats in this bin site. This will just be corn. We got a lot of corn around the surrounding area. We're actually going to haul all the oats back to the home place, but bin site's coming along good. All the bins are up, just a lot of electrical stuff to do now. Well, good morning guys. It's been so long since our last video, I even had time to get a haircut. But we finally got in the combine. Today we are going to be running our S780. This is a 40-foot flex draper head. There's one of the X9 1000s. Those have 45-foot heads on, but this one's got a 40. We're going to run the combine today, take some videos for you, and show the third day of oat harvest. It's not the first day anymore, it's the third day, but we're still going to title this video First Day Oat Harvest because I want to. Alright, let's go harvest some oats for the first time this year. I haven't been in a combine since like last fall probably, and I only ran the combine like 3 days, if even. Obviously, if you've watched our channel, you kind of know I am primarily a tillage person. I run our plows and I enjoy it, so I don't complain too much when I don't hop in a combine very often in fall, because usually I get my fill of combine driving during oat harvest. And after that, I'm kind of just like, you know, it is what it is. I like plowing, but I also like harvesting oats because it's much more chill than doing corn. I mean, I'm only going to be going like 3.5, probably only 3. We'll kind of see. I'll probably have to change my speeds quite a bit this morning because it's not even 9 o'clock yet. I mean, it's 8:54. So we'll see how fast we can go, and I suppose we'll find out together, eh? All right, let's start her up. Gonna start the combine first. Gonna get her going. We're gonna turn on the old head. Oh, it's beautiful. Speed her up. Click my good old auto steer. Get her nice and low. We're trying to cut these off pretty high because we'll come back behind it and mow it off here in probably a week or so. So I don't know if you can see behind, but I'm trying to cut it off pretty tall but not leave any oats. So it's kind of a trial and error type of thing. You can see I'm cutting it off pretty high. One thing to watch in the morning, I mean always, is make sure that right there is not in the yellow. Because if that gets in the yellow, that means my combine is taking on more than it can chew. It's biting off more than it can chew. And we don't want that, because my goal, at least for today, is to not plug up, because if I plug up, then I have to take you guys out there and show you, hey, I plugged up, I'm not a very good combine driver, and then I'll probably get kicked out of running combine and go back to trucking. And I don't want to do that. So we're going to try to not plug up today. It shouldn't be that hard because these oats are rather clean, but the next field we're going to is not very clean. So we're going to try to not plug up today, and if I do, that was a good voice crack. If I do, you guys will find out. Also, for those who watched last year's Oat Harvest videos, you know, one time I said, if you plug up, you have to take a video of it, and then 10 seconds later I plugged up. So we're going to try to not do that this year. Or at least, yeah, we're going to not do that this year. But you guys can see, pretty clean oat field. There's a couple weeds out there, but nothing to be concerned about. We're going a solid 2.7 right now. My threshing power is not jumping way up, so we're looking pretty good. We might try to speed up. I'm trying to cut it off pretty high. These oats are at 17.6 right now, which, I mean, it's not dry by any means, but it'll work. From my experience running a combine during oat harvest, anything above like 20% or 19%, 18% give or take, we're pretty wet. But anything above that, it's almost too wet to try and harvest, just for the fact of it's too wet. But this is working good. I'm gonna connect my phone to the Bluetooth, put on some Taylor Swift probably, and jam out until we get full and spill oats. Well, first time dumping this.
Should I combine along the creek there to get that opened up?
I'm thinking. Alright, Spence. 2.3. We're gonna try this out. In oats, well, really anything, you can't usually like stay the same speed as you're dumping, because it takes obviously power to run your auger and stuff. But anyway, I was going like 3.2 across the field, which is pretty good for 9 in the morning. The moisture's at 16.1, and the yield is very good this year. I mean, it's above 150. I'll put it that way. I mean, these are nice oats. So sadly, this 780 does not have the scroll wheel on the back of the joystick like the X9s do, which is really nice. I know I've talked about it last year. You can like tip the spout. I'm pretty sure Case IH has that.
Did anybody catch that? Should I combine along the creek to open that up or not?
Yeah, and the headlands along the creek are not done either on the north side. The joys of combining oats. I will say driving truck's a lot less stressful, but combining is a lot more fun. Combining. Looks like Mikey G already plugged up his spreader, so things are going great today. All right, just getting empty here. Michael's having some problems. We're not going to stop the combine to go help him, but someone's going to get out and help him. Anyway, first impression of running combine this year, it's like riding a bike. I mean, we're done unloading. Spencer can go help Mikey G. It's like riding a bike. I mean, first round, you know, a little bit rough, getting back in the swing of things, but after you get going, make a round, it just feels like you've been doing it for 2 weeks. Don't get me wrong, I'm definitely going to make more mistakes today and the rest of the season, and I don't know, it'll come back to me faster than I think, and it already has. But just not missing oats, trying to cut it off high. Yeah, I'm definitely a little bit rusty at this whole combining thing. Yeah, we'll get the hang of it eventually. It's been a little while since I've done this, but we'll get there. We'll get there. I'd say he's full, Michael. It's starting to rain. Let's get her going, Spencer. Anyway, guys, as I unload on Spencer here and hopefully get going here soon, we're gonna call it a video. It wasn't very long, but we got a long oat harvest ahead of us, and I figured I'd just get one out there quick as we start going. Man, my phone decides to start blowing up as soon as I start the camera. Anyway, it's gonna be a long oat harvest. There'll be plenty of videos. If there's anything you guys want to see specifically, just let me know. We'll make it happen. But until then, we'll catch you in the next one.